Hey everybody, hope you all are doing fine. So, you are an IPMAT aspirant and you want great marks, a great percentile. Now, when we talk about VARC, that is my area, my domain. So, I think I can guide you on that front. When we talk about VARC for IPMAT, you need to read. Okay, I get tired telling my CAT students also the same thing. Read, read, read. Students do not understand the importance. What do? आप भी यही करने वाले हो शायद. You are going to focus more on classes and batches and questions and solving and all the other things, but not reading. You tend to forget that VARC is all about language. So I'm taking you over to the what and how much and why of newspaper reading. That is very important for IPMAT VARC. Now, when I say reading, it's less about current affairs. You're not going to appear for the UPSC test, right? And you are not even preparing for those interviews in which there's a lot of GK. So, what is it about? It's mainly to build up your comprehension, improve your interpretation skills so that when you see the two passages in your test, you can just understand very easily and you will be able to glide. Okay. On the other hand, if your brain is not used to reading, you will feel as if there's an alien looking passage there and you will get stuck. So, in the process of reading, you have to build up vocabulary and pay attention to grammar as well. वो automatically आ जाता है grammar when you improve your reading. Now, without further ado, the next slide that says why. Understand the logic behind it. IPMAT doesn't test news knowledge. It gives RC passages from opinion, psychology, society, ethics. Favorite sources क्या होते हैं वो भी बताऊंगी मैं अभी आपको. One thing at a time. It asks inference and vocabulary in context questions. So inferences means what? You have to be able to understand and rephrase. Rephrasing तभी होगी when your vocabulary is good. Use a sentence correction. Fill in the blanks. ये आता है आपका grammar portion में from well written English sources. That is why you need to go back to your English sources, the sources that I'm going to tell you, and you need to read from there. अभी तक clear? Okay. Newspapers help you do what? Newspapers help you develop your reading stamina. Because we are not used to reading. The brain actually freaks out when you give it too much of reading and then you get bored. You're like, इससे तो बेहतर मैं कुछ Netflix पे series ही देख लूँ. Expose you to diverse sentence structures and vocabulary and also helps you understand how arguments are constructed, how people frame perspectives and how paragraphs have their flow. What? So what are you going to read? Why तो हो गया समझ में आ गया. Okay. Now these are the things that I have written over there. आप देख लो इसको. Number 1, editorials and op-eds. From where? Hindu, Indian Express. Okay. You can skip political news, event reporting because those are not important. On the right hand side you can see I have given you those things that you need not read. जैसे Bollywood gossip है, मसाला, sports news है. ठीक है, in order to take a break, you can just go ahead and read those things. Sports news definitely सबको interest होता है. मुझे तो Bollywood मसाला में बहुत interest है. But then that is okay for like बीच में अगर थोड़ा सा mood fresh करना है. But otherwise for proper in-depth reading, that's not going to help me. Okay. Columns on psychology, economy, philosophy and various other genre. Explained ideas section. Okay. International affairs and I have given the sources there, NYT Guardian, BBC features. Okay. So pay attention to this chart over here. Then recommended sources with the sections. Newspaper and the sections to read. मैं उसको different color करना भूल गई. The Hindu, Indian Express, Live Mint, BBC features, The Guardian. Eon, yes, Eon also you should read, but then there is something I need to tell you. Eon may please do not exceed 1200, not even 1200, 800 to 1000 words. That's it. Eon may most of the essays are protracted, 3400, 3600, 4000, 5500, ऐसा types. You need not go to that length. Just take a passage, an essay, ऊपर के 2-3 पैराग्राफ्स भी स्किप कर सकते हो, बीच के 4-5 पैराग्राफ्स पढ़ो, 3 भी पढ़ोगे तो चलेगा. दैट इज गुड एनफ. सो बाकी जो जहां से सोर्सेज जहां से लेता है आपका IPMAT पैसेज, वो है आपका हिंदू, इंडियन एक्सप्रेस, मिंट, बीबीसी फीचर्स एंड द गार्डियन। ओके, इकोनॉमिक टाइम्स पढ़ सकते हो आप, इकोनॉमी रिलेटेड न्यूज वहां से एक दो बार आई है। देन द सेक्शंस, एडिटोरियल, ऑप एड, आइडियाज। न्यूज सेक्शन में जाकर के डू नॉट कीप ब्राउजिंग द न्यूज एंड देन कम बैक एंड टेल मी मैंने पढ़ा तो था। No, that's not going to help you build up your language, because the news is given by journalists. The editorial columns, the op-ed, opinion, these are written by good authors. You understand the logic? Okay. So, big story, mint explainer, हर सोर्स के साथ मैंने दे रखा है, आप उसमें जाके पढ़ोगे तो इट्स गोइंग टू बी मोर प्रोडक्टिव। ठीक है, सो जैसे लाइव मिंट है, लाइव मिंट में यू कैन गूगल बिग स्टोरी मिंट एक्सप्लेनर, that gives you good language. BBC features है, BBC features में science, society, culture, these are my favorite go-to sources. The Guardian में long reads and environment, otherwise Guardian आप खोल के देखो पूरा political आपको दिखेगा, so you'll get lost, आपको समझ ही नहीं आएगा मैम ने क्या बोला था, मैं कहाँ जाऊँ पढ़ने के लिए। Then common mistakes to avoid, this is the last thing. Okay, read 5 articles quickly. Ma'am, in these 30 minutes that you said or 40 minutes that you told me for reading, I read 5 articles. Arey nahi, I'm not interested in your 5 articles and that's not going to benefit you. You can read just 1 article, like I do this. Daily ka mera target hota hai 1 to 2 articles, that's it. Why? Because I love to sit back on my sofa and take a cup of coffee and then just read and enjoy, and wherever I get stuck, I ask ChatGPT, bhaiya please iska meaning explain kar do. Right? Okay. Focusing only on vocab. फिर तो that will suck the fun out of reading. When I read, ठीक है चलो, like since I'm an educator, so I know most of the meanings, that's okay. But then, even if you're not aware of all the meanings, that's okay. Read in context. Comprehension overall. And then when you're done reading, just take out your diary in which you are trying to build that repository of words. Note down any 5 from that particular article. Now you must be thinking, भाई उसमें तो 40 words ऐसे दिखे that I don't know. आप कह रही हैं खाली 5 उठाइए. Yes, I'm telling you only 5 per day because that is important for retention. Just 5, ignore the others. In some other article, you'll again come across some new words. Okay, and the last point, skipping unfamiliar topics. This is something that we very often do because we have that comfort zone, like science. I am a scientific person, right? But the thing is, if you give me science articles, especially quantum, qubit and all, I'm like, bhai rehne de, chhod de, I don't want to read it. But this is the thing, you have to come out of that comfort zone and you have to actually tackle your problem areas. So these days, students generally try to read those zones जो उनको ज़्यादा खाता है. ठीक है, साइकोलॉजी, एथिक्स, सोसाइटी, फिलॉसफी, ये सारी चीजें ना, टेक द बुल बाय द हॉर्न्स, पढ़ो बैठ करके. हाउ टू टैकल फिलॉसफी, आई विल गिव यू अ टिप हियर बिफोर आई साइन आउट. फिलॉसफी में जस्ट गो टू गूगल एंड टाइप like simple philosophy articles or simple philosophy terms, concepts. It will give you one proper like list. Learn those words, learn those phrases, learn them with meanings and examples. Very soon you'll be able to understand psychology ke dense terms. That's all. Thank you so much, and I sincerely hope you're going to get started with whatever Gyan points I gave you. Thank you.